everyone straight to the point. What helped me with depression after having Isabel? Vitamin D3. So you can get vitamin D from the sun, but my levels were so low when my results came out. I was a negative. Like, I recently had my blood work and it's still not good. So vitamin D is something that I know that I'm deficient in, and from what I've read, a lot of us are deficient in it. You will feel the difference once you start getting the sun intentionally, but you don't have to go in the sun peak hours. Just find a time that is off peaking. But for me, I had to go on the supplement because I was so deficient and I was breastfeeding. I wanted it to pass to my baby as well. So vitamin D3, guys, vitamin D, get in the sun or get yourself the supplement. And then the other one is magnesium. So yeah, like I told you, I didn't want to go on medication. Hey, if you need to go on whatever mainstream medication you need for your depression, please, I'm not saying it's not good, but what's wrong?
Hurts.
Okay, sorry. So if you need that, hey, please, you have to do what you have to do to get well for your kids. So I wanted to try the something first because it wasn't that I could still get a hold of myself. So I wanted to try natural alternatives without that doesn't have much side effect. So then somebody suggested magnesium to me, and I was like, I don't even want to take supplements, that was how I was. I just wanted some food or something, and they were like, no, you need magnesium. Like, how do you know? I've not even. And I was like, okay, let me try. So I bought the calm magnesium calm, which is not your best form if you are deficient like I am, but it helped tremendously. Even till now, if I don't take magnesium, I feel the I see the results. Like, I need to get my magnesium in. And what it helped me with that I didn't even know it could was I had pains in my joints. Sometimes I'll feel pains, and for a long time I've been told me it's calcium, and it wasn't calcium. When my blood work came, my calcium were actually too much. So magnesium, can I finish and then I'll help you?
Yes.
Thank you. Do you want to sit down?
Yes.
Okay. So magnesium, it's one thing that is actually good for muscle pain and joint. You have to look into it. There's more. You just have to go and read about it. So magnesium helped me with my mental issues. It helped me with sleeping. I sleep so much. I believe that it has helped me so much. Like, oh, I've never had it. This pregnancy, sleeping was not an issue, but when I stopped the magnesium, or when I reduced it, because getting to the end I was told that, hey, magnesium can hold labor. Like, it can make you not go into labor, something about that. So I reduced my mag and I felt the difference immediately. I was like, wow. So magnesium has helped me so much. It has helped me with sleep, mental issues that I have, brain fog. And recently I got busy and I stopped taking them. I don't know if you heard me last week that I was not feeling good yet, so I went back. I did at a point, when Isabel was old, I think for some few months, when she was like 22 months or 20 months, for a month or two, I took cannabis, CBD derived from hemp, and it really helped as well. But I felt like, number one, it was expensive to maintain, and that's why people are fighting for regulation and all that, for legalization, because if it's legalized, then maybe the price will come down. I don't know how far that is going, but yeah, it helped me tremendously. It helped with other things as well. And so that is that. And then I'm going to end here, but today I want to encourage you to take good care of yourself. Food was one of the things I had to go 360 on. I had to change, is it 180? 180, not 360. 180 on. I had to change the way I eat. I had to be careful with eating things that will inflame my body, instead of that, I will balance it properly, so that I did not really go hard on like I'm dieting, but I looked at different ways that people were eating, and then I combined what best suit my family for nourishment. The main aim is to nourish my body. I'm not so much about I have to have six packs.
Mommy, what's going on?
I think there's a low battery. So I think I'll end here. Take good care of yourself. I'm going to round up this for you. If you've been following, I've just been sharing things that is helping me stay at home. And you'll be like, but you shared about fulfillment, you shared about man, Professor the one man. How is that helping you? But I'm going to round it up for you. So number one, let me start from here. Nourishment. I have to be healthy. Health is number one for me in this home. I have to be healthy, so that I can take care of me, my kids, my husband. And the other thing, very important, is my response to God's plan for my life. If you seal that, no one can come from outside and tell you you are stupid staying home, or you are stupid going to work, or you are stupid doing what God has called you to do. And then I spoke about Proverbs 31 man. I wanted to highlight that the husbands really need to support their wives in whatever that they are doing. Even though I'm talking about homemaking, it's not just that. In whatever field that your wife is in, or whatever way she's being your helpmate, you need to help her, you need to support her. It's really important. I sometimes tell women whose husbands are not into this thing of homemaking to not do it, because it's really hard if your husband is not gonna support. Like, I depend 100% on Chris, almost 100% on him to move forward. So it's not an easy thing, because the world is already telling you so if your husband decides that, then that's it. And I shared about what else. I think that's it. So know what God has called you for. Your husband's support. Take good care of yourself. Find some time to do things to help you mentally get away. You know, it's not a big deal to say every year. You don't have to waste money on getting some leisure. It can just be walking every time, or doing something that you know what you respond well to, so that if it's becoming too much, which you will experience in any other field, even if you're working outside the home, you have to find time to get away from your work and refresh. So find what refreshes you. If it's just DIYing things, or being a YouTuber like me, or going on vacation, just make sure that it does not replace the main thing. Sometimes you can be obsessed about stuff that is not the main thing. Like, suddenly we are like, hey, vacation, every month I have to go on vacation, or every year I have to go. And we have to be careful that we don't make what is not the main thing the main thing. So I'll end here, and we'll talk again another time.